So I was sitting in the backyard yesterday, and the sun is shining, and the pool is open and clean and warm, and I actually thought to myself, oh my God, I'm going to be covering this pool in the next 6 weeks.
Sorry.
It's Friday, and for many that means it's pizza night, and we found a pizza place unlike any around town.
It's a fusion restaurant that is blending pizza with popular Indian dishes, one of my favorite cuisines. So how did they come up with such a great idea? Well, it all started with some paneer and Indian hard cheese like this.
Let's find out more as Michelle Oliver takes us to Canton to dine in the D at Curry on Crust.
We've been making pizzas in my family since I was a little kid. One day, one of my uncles suggested to my mom that, why don't you try throwing paneer on there? And so they did, and it turned out great. A little bit later, we tried it again, and we changed up the sauce, made a more Indian-style sauce with it, and it also turned out great.
And that was the idea that started Curry on Crust.
Curry is a term that the British gave to generalize like the gravies of Indian cooking, and so it's a very common, popular term. What we do is we take your favorite Indian dishes and we put it on a pizza. So we're taking curry and putting it on a crust.
Curry on Crust started in 2012. In the same location Nihi's got it started.
So Nihi's is our sister brand. My two uncles started it, and their wives, Deepali and Krishna, they started this place with my mom.
This family-run restaurant mostly serves up pizzas, but they have other fusion dishes as well. And they like to cater to all those people with dietary restrictions.
Within our family, we have members that have dietary restrictions. And so it's really important that we at least can cater to our own people, and then we can cater to everyone else too.
So let's see how to make the pizza that started it all, the Paneer Tikka pizza. We start with some seasoned pizza dough. What is it seasoned with?
So we've got our Italian blend that we make in-house, and then we add it to our dough when it's being kneaded.
We dust it with flour and put it through this machine to roll it out.
Ooh. Go ahead and we can dock it.
So this is a docker. What does docking do?
So it puts holes in the dough so that this way it doesn't fluff up and make what you get when you get those pizza boils.
It's like a million little forks poke this thing.
Then comes their special sauce.
It's got a tomato base in there with some onions, garlic, ginger, cooked together with a bunch of spices.
After that, we top it with their mozzarella and provolone blend.
So next we're gonna do onions and green peppers. We're pretty big on trying to create a
They're very pretty.
very visual pizza, yeah.
They're very pretty.
So, yep, you got it right there. You're off to a good start.
They like to separate their onions and kind of like place them all pretty like all over the place.
Once those are carefully arranged, we sprinkle on some fresh garlic and add on the Paneer Tikka, which is seasoned hard Indian cheese.
These are very colorful. So they're originally kind of white, and if you see them, they're like this very pinky red color.
Yeah. So we marinate our paneer and then we portion them off so that every pizza is getting the same amount of paneer.
We sprinkle on the rest of the cheese, and into the oven it goes. Then we paint the crust with some garlic butter.
This makes crust taste so amazing.
And we finish it with some spices and cilantro.
Joining us today is Darshan Patel, the co-owner and manager at Curry on Crust. When I tell you this smells so good, if you love Indian food like me, you wouldn't be able to resist this. So tell us about this wonderful spread you brought in.
So we've got some of our more popular options out here. Starting over here, we have our chili paneer, and then we have our buttered chicken up there.
Let's get a good shot of that. So it's like the normal buttered chicken dish cut up and put on pizza.
Exactly.
That's such a good idea.
Exactly. So what we do is we blend these, dishes that everyone's come to love, and we put them with something else that they love, which is pizza.
Pizza, who doesn't love it? And what's this here?
So this is a gluten-free pizza. We actually did a build your own with our eggplant sauce. We put some eggplant pieces on there. So something a little different, not what you typically find, but it's a really popular option too.
Okay, and let's get to these pizzas, which look amazing.
So that one up here is our Aloo Gobi. That one is our vegan pizza that we brought in today. So we do have about 9 different vegan options as far as pizzas go, and some side orders.
Cool, and that's vegan cheese on there.
Yep, that's vegan cheese on there.
Great, and what's this here?
And so that is our chicken tikka. That is what we are really well known for. It's what made us really famous in Canton and Metro Detroit.
Okay, so let's learn the difference. It's tikka, not tikka.
Yep, it's tikka. The main thing you want to try avoiding is calling it chicken tiki or tiki or tikka or something like that. You want to go with tikka.
Tikka.
Yeah,
Tikka.
it's a very short I sound and an emphasis on the ka.
Okay, so let's talk about paneer, which is cheese. How is that usually used in Indian cuisine?
So paneer is an Indian style of cheese. It's like very firm and it doesn't melt. So it's a really good meat substitute. It gives you that fullness without having, the non-vegetarian aspect of it.
Okay, now just really quickly, let's talk about the different curries and what they look like, because I see you have some spices set
Right,
out
so
there
we brought
for
some
us.
spices with us. So curry is a very generalized term that refers to a blend of spices cooked into a gravy. And so a lot of people think that there's only one kind of curry, but there's an innumerable amount, of curries. And so we have a couple spices with us. We have some turmeric in there, which is a really common one. That's
the
the
bright
yellow one.
yellow,
Yeah. We've got some chili powder and some like harder spices like cloves and cinnamon sticks, bay leaves. Yeah.
Okay, so pro tip, curry is just not one thing. And let's talk about some of these other items that you have here. What's
Right.
this?
So those are our Veggie Puffs. Those are actually our most popular side order. They're kind of like samosas. So they've got a filling of peas, potatoes, onions, cooked together with a bunch of spices. And we put them in a puff pastry and we bake them.
Okay, this will be my snack during commercial. Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
What's up here?
So now we have some of our wings on the sides. This is our tandoori wings, very popular, Indian-style chicken that you'll find in many restaurants. These are our chili chicken wings. So they're more of an Indo-Chinese style dish. It's a kind of more of a fusion on top of a fusion.
I like it, I like it. So let's bring in your Aunt Krishna, come in. Now she is part of Curry on Crust. Explain to us, come in the middle, welcome.
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Nice to have you here. So tell us how you came up with this idea.
Me and Darshan's mom, Mona, and my other sister, Dipali, we used to make at home with the leftover curries at home, and then we had a space available in nearby our home, and then we decided to make this
Curry on crust. I always say the best food comes from leftovers. You know what I mean? Look at this, a whole cuisine and restaurant was started with, and I think that when I take Indian food home and heat it up the next day, it tastes even better. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So remind everyone where you're located.
So we're in Canton, on Canton Center and Ford Road.
That's right.
45490 Ford Road.
And try out all of this delicious food, vegan options, vegetarian options. Great stuff. If you want to try out Curry on Crust, we're giving away 6 $25 gift certificates for your chance to win. Go to our Live in the D Facebook page or the contest page at clickondetroit.com. And of course, we invite you to join our Dine in the D Facebook group where you can learn about all the great places to eat around town. Join us, share your favorite places. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Next on Live in the D, the battle for the Song of the Summer continues. See which artist is releasing new music ahead of her big award. But first, let's get a check on the weather with Brandon.